Identifying proportional relationships in graphs advanced. So what they're going to do is they're going to give you three proportional or non-proportional relationships, and some of them might be a curve, some of them won't go through the origin, and some of them might be tricky and be a straight line and go through the origin but may not be proportional. So what we need to do is go through and see what it explains to see if there are any patterns here. It says each graph shows an XY relationship. For each graph, determine whether X and Y are proportional. If they are proportional, fill in the blank with a number in simplest form. So we're going to need to find our numbers, test their proportionality, and then go through and check off whether they're proportional or not. So what we need to do is go through and remember our three ways that things are proportional. Okay, so our graphs have changed by one graph, so let's see if our proportional relationships have changed. 1, all ratios of y over x are equal. That's the same. It has to be a straight line. Hasn't changed either. And 3, it crosses the origin. Still the same 3 steps. So we're going to be doing the same thing. They're just trying to trick you up a little bit. So if it's a proportional relationship, all of our ratios have to be equal. So let's go to this first one and test our relationships here. My first y over x relation is 1 over 1. My second one is 2 over 4. If I reduce 2 over 4, I get 1 over 2. 1 over 2 does not equal 1 over 1, so it's not a proportional relationship. It doesn't make a straight line either. It's a curve. And then also, but it crosses the origin. So how can that be? It meets one of the main criterias, but how can it be? Well, to be a proportional relationship, it has to meet all three of these criteria. It has to be straight line, has to cross the origin, and all y over x values have to be equal. Okay, let's go over to the next box. Our first one, it's 1 over 2. So because we have the point 2 comma 1, when you talk about it in a y over x relationship, so it becomes 1 over 2. The next point is at 3, 3. So we're going to have 3 over 3. And if you reduce that, that becomes 1. And we're such good math students that we know that 1 over 2 is not equal to the number 1. Also, it doesn't cross through the origin. And lastly, we need to check to make sure this thing is proportional, this line. It's a really nice looking line. So if we have the point 2 comma 5, we need to talk about it as y over x, so it'll be 5 over 2. And then we need to go to the next point. Here we have 10 and 4. My y value is 10 over 4. That's not any better. Let's see if I can make this 4. There we go. 10 over 4. And that equals 5 over 2. So does 5 over 2 equal 5 over 2? Yes, it does. Does it cross through the origin? 0.00. Yes. And is it a straight line? Absolutely. So it is proportional. When you check this box, your little blue box here is going to open up, turn blue, and you can put in 5 over 2. So remember, find your points, put the y over the x, and reduce it if you can to check and see if it's proportional. And then make sure that all three of these are true.